Okay. Today, we are going to be doing something a little bit differently. We are going to be doing something a little bit differently by using Chordify. This is a website that you can play. You could give it YouTube links, and it gives you chords based on that song that you can then play along with. I've used this app/website for years now. I pay for a subscription, and I enjoy it a lot. Today, we are going to be testing out how well it's compatible with things like streaming and YouTube. So we are just going to be focusing on video game music specifically today. And what that means is we could put in any song from YouTube that's from a video game, and we're going to try and play along with it. The audio levels might be fucked up for the first few songs. I tried to balance it as best as I could before we started streaming, and I think I got a good balance, but I think it might vary from song to song. So yeah, we're just going to get started here. Now, this is driving home content. Man, this is probably good for the car, actually, because if I play it well enough, then you guys have music. Let's see. We're going to go to my library. And like I said, this might be jank. This might be very, very jank. But we will troubleshoot as we go on. Just do me a favor. If you think one thing, the music or the guitar, is insanely, disgustingly loud, or if you have an idea of what needs to be louder or quieter, feel free to let me know while we stream. I'm going to look over the recording of this later, and maybe a second stream of this would be better than the first stream. Anyway, we're going to get started. We're going to start off with... It's like a live band in the back seat. Oh yeah, you can. You got that electric guitar thriving back there is what you got. Hold on, I'm configuring one thing on my GX100 before we get started. We got the clean boost, we got the X comp going. Okay. Also, I don't encourage you to tell me necessarily while you're driving too, Noah, because that's dangerous. Don't text while drive unless you're very confident. Anyway. Bayonetta, Fly Me to the Moon. Here we go.
Oh,
Guitar is too quiet. Other audio is perfect. Sick. That's a great start. Okay, so I'm going to go to my GX100 really quick. We're going to give it a bit of a boost to the amp. We're going to raise the level to 35. That's like a 6 decibel difference. Not 6 decibels. Hard to describe how levels translate via decibels on a GX100, but it's a percentage higher. It's like 13% louder. I don't want it to be so loud that it overtakes. You could hardly hear it. Let's go to 40 then, just to be safe. Like, I think that's pretty loud in comparison. Like, it's in my ears very loud, and that's the worst part of this, is that I can make it louder for you guys, but then it gets so loud on my ears that it's difficult. But I think I can like cope with it. So let me just try 36. Go down. I'm gonna find a balance. See Pokemon Route 209 right there. That might be a worthy copyright strike. I do want to give that one a go, though. This is a lo-fi mix of Route 209. We're going to give that a go. I could see this one getting copyright stricken very easily. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. You're still having trouble hearing the guitar. If it's too loud in your ears, maybe lower other audio? You're not wrong. It's an idea. You can hardly hear the guitar. Like, does it sound fine like right here when I'm just playing it on my own? Like, how does that sound? Does that sound too quiet still on its own? Just out of curiosity, if you were able to answer, that might give me some valuable information. It's a little quiet. Interesting. Interesting. Like half the audio of your voice. Interesting. Okay, this is significantly louder. Oh boy. Was that any better? A lot of feedback I'm seeing coming through on OBS. Like the volume is turned up on the guitar, the feedback on it is fierce. Well, I'm gonna stop the recording at this point, and maybe I'm gonna take a second to like look at it in real time. Maybe tune down a smidge. Okay. Maybe I won't. There is feedback. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. If it got too loud, that's insane. What if? What if? Let me try something else. Let's lower that level down. I'm gonna try something that might work. It's just something I'm thinking of on a whim here, but let me raise the decibel level of the GX100 in OBS. That might be better. Yeah. I'll stop the recording.